Hey everybody, it's Eric from the Mature Minded Gamers, and I have my two buddies, Will and Ryan, with us today.
How's it going, everybody?
Hello. We're checking out some Guild Ball. This is me and Ryan's first time. Will's teaching us how to play. Will, you are what are they called?
Well, I used to be a pundit for Forge games, but they kind of got rid of that program, and I haven't really been active in it since they got rid of it. But I still definitely enjoy this game. It's been a long time since I played, so I'm sure we're going to get a lot of rules wrong. I have only read the 4th edition rulebook once or twice now, so I'm a little bit rusty on the rules. I haven't really played too many of the 4th edition rules, so I thought we would sit down and kind of go over how that 4th edition works and teach Ryan how to play, because you recently picked up the 2-player starter.
I did.
But you haven't played yet, right?
Nope.
Awesome. And you played once a long time ago when season 2, I think, that kind of showed you how to play. So it's been a while. You probably don't remember that, do you?
I don't.
I remember teaching you. So, but anyway, we're going to get rolling. I've kind of gone over everybody with the basic rules for the game so far. Kind of talked about the playbook results, cost points. There's going to be a couple things as we're playing that we're going to talk about, but this is not going to be a video for a full rules explanation. There are a lot of those out there, but we figured we just kind of throw around some dice, move some models, and have some fun. So let's jump to it. So Eric, who are you playing?
I forget their names.
The Morticians.
The Morticians, thank you.
Awesome. What characters you got on you?
I have Obelisk, is that how you say it?
Obelisk?
Obelisk, sorry.
He's his captain right here.
Dirge, Graves, Gast, Bonesaw, and Silence.
Right. So we got Dirge. We got Bonesaw. We got Silence. We got Graves, and who's the other guy? Gost. Right. So the Gost over here. So Ryan, who are you playing?
I'm playing the Butchers. I've got Captain by the Ox right there. My mascot's Princess, and then I've got Boar, Broiler, Shank, and Brisket.
All right. So that's one of the cool things I really like about this game is when you look at all the different factions in it, you have like the names match like that guild. So like the Fisherman's Guild and the Engineers Guild, some pretty cool stuff. So so what we're going to do is we're going to start on the line of scrimmage, which is going to be 10 inches in, which is this white line on the board. We are going to make a roll-off to see who is going to be determining the kicking player and the receiving player. So if you guys each want to roll a dice.
You'll be seeing us use our phones a lot too. This is how you keep track of your characters, correct?
Yeah, so Ryan, you got a 2, Eric, you got a 1. The app that we're going to be using today.
Strong rolls.
Yeah, strong. Yeah, you guys are going to be
rolls.
You guys will be doing solid. So Guild Ball Manager, it's a pretty awesome app. It allows you to actually play and keep track of the other character cards, without having to ask the other person, hey, how much health do you have? Let me see your card. What's your special ability? It allows you to pull it up right from your phone. It's actually pretty awesome. So definitely check it out if you are playing this game. So let's get into it. So you run the roll-off. Do you want to be the receiving player or the kicking player?
I will receive.
All right. Definitely loves to receive. So, Eric, you're going to choose a character that is going to be the kicker. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the ball and you're going to assign it to one of your characters. And
that's going to be. I want probably the one with the biggest kick range, I assume, right?
It's up to you. So the whole point of this first kickoff is you need the ball to, at the end of its movement, land across the center line. If it does not end its movement across the middle of the center line, then he gets to pick one of his characters that actually has possession.
I'm going to use Silence to be my kicker.
All right, so go ahead and give the ball to Silence.
That's Silence, correct?
That is Gost.
Oh.
Or that is Graves.
Which one's Silence?
Silence is
this one. Okay. All right. So I assume I position him back here?
No.
Oh.
You go ahead and put him right here on the line of scrimmage like you had him, and you just give possession of the ball.
Okay.
So the first thing you can do is you can take a jog action if you want. You don't have to, but again, at the end of the kick, essentially the ball needs to be across here.
The ball carries with me, I assume, right?
You're going to kick it to him. So like, oh, you're talking about when you draw?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what's your movement ability on Silence?
5.
5 inches. So we're going to be able to take our handy dandy tape measure here. And you're going to measure up to 5 inches in any direction.
And you said from the front of the model, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like right there?
Yep. You don't play too many miniatures games, do you?
I do not. This is very new to me. Does that go good?
Yeah, that looks great, man. Did a good job. Now, the ball is kind of an arbitrary marker. It really doesn't matter where it goes, just showing that, hey, you have possession of it. So now you may make a kick up to your kick stat. Now, obviously, you don't want the ball to go too far to it, right? Because he's going to have to come up and grab the ball. At the same time, you're going to be trying to go for that ball too. So you notice how he's kind of spread out his team a little bit. So where do you want the ball to land? Up to your kick stat. So what's your kick range?
3 to 6 on him.
3 to 6. Awesome. So up to 6 inches away in any direction, does not have to be the full 6. And in fact, just keep in mind, you could literally kick it here because the ball is going to scatter after the kick. So go ahead and remove that template. We're going to put this middle arrow directly away from the kicker. And we're going to roll 2 dice. One for the distance and one for the range, the direction of the ball.
Okay,
so
but
where do you want the ball
it
to
does
land?
have to cross the line, right?
At the end of its movement, yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna go for right there.
So you want the ball to land right here?
Yep.
So when you measure from the ball, what you actually do is when you measure, for example, let's say he's going to be kicking it, let's just pretend he's kicking it 4 inches. So he measures from the tip of the model, and this ball actually goes to the center. You measure from the center of the ball direction, just like that.
Oh,
if
so
you wanted to. If you wanted to. So again, you're in a range of 6, so you can literally have it go anywhere in that range.
Okay.
So you want it right there?
Sure.
Perfect. So you're going to roll your kick stat, which is
3.
So you're going to roll 3 dice, and you're looking for at least 1 success, which would be a 4. Awesome. You got a 5 here, so that's definitely a success. And what that means is you're going to be able to re-roll the scatter and the distance roll if you wanted to, having to take the second result. That looks about right there or so. So the first roll you're going to make is for the direction, and the second roll you're going to make is for the distance. So direction of 1, so it looks like 1 is this way, and you're going to roll it again to see how far.
Can I re-roll the direction?
If you want. So 1 and a 4, so it's going to go 4 inches this way. So to put it around here, give or take.
Oh, 4 inches. Okay.
Yep. So if you want to re-roll that, you can, but you have to take the next result.
I do.
You want to go ahead and re-roll it?
Yes.
All right. So range or distance, direction.
Dang it.
2 inches. So it's still going kind of a similar way. How far? 2 inches.
That's
so
better.
again, what we do is we're going to take this away, and we're going to measure 2 inches from the center of the ball to the center of the ball. So directly 2 inches that way. So it looks pretty good right there.
And that would be the ball, the end of the ball's movement. So that's when I had to have it across this, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
You have the ball exactly where you need it to go. So
Gotcha.
now what we do is we go into the maintenance phase. So we would return any taken out models to the pitch. We generate our influence pool. We've already kind of done that from the beginning. Eric, you have how much influence?
14.
14.
12.
12 for Ryan. All right. So then what we're going to do is we're going to be able to modify our influence for any goals and game plans, which we're not playing with game plans. And then we're going to allocate our focus. So generally what you can do now is you can allocate your focus to your characters, noticing that the second number from the influence line is the maximum number of influence that they may have. This guy is still not activated technically, so keep that in mind.
What's that mean?
You still take a turn with him this round.
Oh, okay. So the kickoff doesn't count.
Yeah, once you so what this is going to be is alternating activations between the characters. You're going to activate one model, he's going to activate a model, you're going to activate a model until everybody's been activated. It's going to start with Ryan as he won the kickoff and he has initiative. So, yeah.
So, okay, what am I doing?
You're going to allocate your influence to each of these characters, noting their maximum influence value is the maximum capacity that they may hold.
Okay.
Cool.
So the maximum is your second number on your influence or your first?
The second
Oops.
number. The first number is the amount that.
What?
Well, what narrow when you stopped it? I guess it doesn't matter, does it?
Wow, we missed a whole bunch. All right, everybody. So we had a little bit of video issues. I did the initial kickoff to Ryan. Ryan has received. It's like he's the best thing at.
And I joked twice. I've now begun to kick the ball to this point right here. And now we're going to figure out if I'm successful to get it over here in front of these guys.
So you successfully kicked means you'll be able to re-roll the directional as well as the distance. Roll 1. So
3.
Direction 3, and then the distance is
4.
4 inches to the 3. That actually not to be too bad.
Well, feels. Okay, is this the arrow of the 3? I go from there to the middle point, right?
To the 3.
To the 4.
Oh, it's 4 inches?
Yeah. Yep. Direction 3. Perfect. That's exactly where I wanted it.
Sounds good.
All right. So now the activation turn goes over to my man over there, right?
You still have 1 influence. Do you have
Oh.
anything you can do? Any AoEs or templates or anything you can do in your character?
Okay, so Ox can. Okay, they ain't tough. Target enemy suffers a -1 item. Is he within 6 inches of me? Oh, yeah, sorry.
So the question is he within 6 inches? He is within 6 inches.
Okay, so they ain't tough. Target enemy model suffers -1 ARM.
Armor?
Armor.
Okay. Does he have any armor?
Is that? Nope, I do not.
Oh, well.
Okay, well then the other thing I could do is do the owner, right? 6-inch aura. Within this aura, friendly guild models gain +1 damage to characters played. That causes damage to the playbook damage results.
So that's a legendary play? So that'd be once.
I thought this is a legendary play, right?
Is that what you're talking about?
No, I'm talking about the
Oh,
owner.
the character trait?
Just character trait.
Yeah,
Does that
that's
always
just
happen?
always going on.
Oh, okay. Well, then I think I'm done, because if he didn't have any, can he go like negative in armor?
Hmm.
Then I ain't got anything else to do.
Okay.
Can
All good.
Okay.
Well, okay, second of all, I couldn't have done that anyway, right? Because I don't have 2.
So you have 1 influence, so this would have cost 1 of these influence tokens to target enemy monsters or -1 armor.
But I wouldn't need that ball symbol too?
No, it's you can cast that for free as a playbook damage result.
Okay.
Because that symbol gives you that token, so you can cast that spell.
Okay, I understand.
Character play.
Thank you.
Yep.
I thought I had to have both.
This from the back of your model, right?
So you're gonna activate silence next.
Well, I'm trying to measure here. Am I not allowed to measure ahead of time?
You know, honestly, I don't remember. We'll say you can just because it's your first game. So what you may consider doing is waiting for him to activate his captain and the guys over there by the ball before you move up. You give him be more reaction to him. Then
Do they have to have influence to move?
no, not just to take. They're activated, but not to take a regular move action.
This guy's gassed.
Graves.
We'll go ahead and move Graves.
Okay.
You can move 5 or 7. He doesn't have influence, so he can only move 5, right?
Yep.
Okay, that's it, right?
Okay. Ryan?
That's how you do it.
Okay.
What's up, mascot Moose?
We need a moose model.
Alright. I think I'm going to activate Shank. Shank can move forward 5 inches. Is that what I'm going to do?
What do I think?
Nah, you don't think it's what I'm let's check boiler.
Real quick.
Check broiler. Broiler can move. Yeah, we'll move broiler. Broiler can move 6 inches forward. Set a jog.
Remember, you can run for an influence.
Well, I want to see if I keep my 2 influence. See if I get within. Because this guy was just within 6, right?
Yep.
So, okay. No, I'll run. Because I want to get close enough to go forward. So he can move 8 at a run. Kind of a squishy guy, so I'm a little nervous about this, but okay. And then for 1 influence, and a distance of 10 inches, so I'm well within 10 inches, he can cast marked target,
Okay.
which is marked target means when a friendly model charges the target enemy model, the friendly model gets plus 2-inch movement for the duration of their charge. Okay. So then I'm going to ask a question while he's gone. This is what I'm thinking. Can this guy make a jog action and then pay 2 influence to a charge action?
You can make 1 type of movement action per turn.
Okay, well then that may not have been. Will this stay until it's used?
Until the end of the turn.
Alright.
So the thing you need to do is the cost that you paid. Okay.
2?
You paid 1 for that ability, or did you pay 2? Because you didn't have 2.
Oh yeah, I paid 1 to run and 1 to cast.
So to cast this against him, what
Yeah.
you need to do is you need to take a die,
Okay.
and you're gonna roll against his defense. So because the payment was 1, you're gonna roll 1 die. If the payment was 2, you're gonna roll 2 dice. If the payment was 3, you're gonna roll 3 dice. So this is silence. So silence defense is 5 up. So 5 or 6, you are successfully cast mark target on that character.
Okay, I'll do it just for the sake of doing it.
Yeah,
but
why
I
not?
realize now that it's not going to make a difference.
Right.
So I'm going to roll 1 die.
Yep, and you gotta.
Because I did 1 influence, right? 4.
So you failed. So
to do
it did not go off. Now, if you were targeting a friendly model, you pay the cost, and you can choose to have it automatically succeed.
Okay.
But when you're casting something against somebody else, you have to pay the cost. If it is a Guild Ball symbol, it automatically hits.
Okay. Your go, Guild Ball boy.
I hit him.
With what?
A 6-inch fire blast.
What's it say?
Position an ongoing effect AoE within range. Models hit suffer 2 damage. Burning conditions.
So you actually hit them both.
So you need to spend an influence, correct? So it could. Oh crap! Is that 2 or 1?
2 influence.
2 influence. Okay.
So you're gonna roll 2 dice, and we're gonna target him first.
Okay.
So this is brisket, or not brisket, but
Boiler.
boiler. What's his defense?
+4.
So 4 up. He got a 4. So he successfully hit you. What does it do?
Positions ongoing effect within range. Models hit suffer 2 damage and burning condition.
So 2 damage.
1, 2.
It also says models entering or ending their activation in this ongoing effect suffer burning conditions. But
Great. So that fire token that's over there, let's grab that. Let's put it by boiler.
Oh,
The boiler's on fire, and go ahead and tick his damage down by 2.
I did.
Okay, and then you're also going to be hitting
Boar.
Boar. So you need to roll 2 dice.
Ooh, sorry.
What's his defense?
3 up.
3. Hey, you got it. So 2 damage on Boar as well, and another burning token. You guys continue. I'll grab a burning token.
Okay, so how do things activate?
Was that considered a character play, Will?
Yes.
It says when this model uses a character play, it may change the CST of the character play
The cost.
to 1 or 2. Why would I do that?
So it costs less, but you're going to be rolling less dice to try to be able to hit.
Oh, okay. So I'm keeping it the way I am.
I would.
Okay, that makes
I
sense.
would.
Okay.
So this guy suffered 2 damage. This is going to be our burning marker, even though it's a bleed token. We're going to call that our burning marker. We have a fireball here. It's only one of those.
And now I can move.
Yeah, you haven't moved yet.
Now does that and that doesn't cost influence, but his turn's over, so I might as well use
His
it.
turn's not over. You could literally move and then attack.
You can jog.
Jog, which is his first movement. So you can move 5. So if you were to move 5 here, right?
Put
So
me
move him up
1
5.
There.
Okay, you're still within 1 inch. Your melee zone is 1 inch.
Mm-hmm.
So you could attack him.
Okay, let's do it.
So what is his melee range? Boar's melee range?
Boar.
2.
2.
Okay, so you're not within melee range of him. Otherwise, crowding out effects would occur, or ganging up effects would occur, which gives you extra attacks and stuff.
Oh.
So now you're going to spend this last influence to make attack.
Okay.
So you're going to roll your attack dice, which is
5.
and you're going to be attacking. What's his name again?
Boiler.
Boiler. I keep forgetting that. All right, so these 3 miss, a 3, 4, and a 4, but these 2 6s hit. So does he have any armor?
1.
1 armor, so you got 1 success. So you'll be able to do 1 non-momentous damage. So just 1 damage on Boiler.
Down to 13. No,
Pretty weak attack, huh?
down to 11. Excuse me.
5 dice is actually pretty decent.
That ends my turn, I believe.
Okay, so let's see here. Pulling up Brisket. She's gonna move 6 inches. Okay. Okay. And Brisket is going to, I guess, do nothing else. I can't get a range to attack. I've already moved.
Pass the ball.
Nothing. What?
Gain momentum that way.
I can pass it that way.
You pass to another player, and that gains you momentum
Pass
points.
backwards.
Momentum points are going to be because
Okay.
you can spend momentum points on, for example, if you have 2 momentum points and he moves up, you can encourage another player for 2. What that means is they can either recover 4 health or remove all conditions on that model.
Okay.
If it was your character that's activating and you rest, you recover 4 HP or remove all conditions.
Okay, let's do that then. Is a kick the same as a pass? No? Yes? Is
Sorry?
kick the same as a pass?
Yeah, same idea.
Okay.
But your target is a.
So I'm going to cast Super Shot on myself, pay 1 influence, cast it on self. Model gains +1 die, +2 inches to kick.
Okay.
So
So what's her kick value?
with that would be 10 inches.
10 inches. Could you literally pass it to Boar?
Well, that's what I'm. Will it scatter past him, or will he catch it?
If he doesn't catch it.
Okay, so there's 10 inches to that model.
Perfect.
So there
So
goes.
you can target now. If you miss this kick,
Yeah, it's gonna go wherever.
right? So what is her kick value? Base.
I gotta open my phone back up. 4 with
4?
the
So
special.
+1. So
I already
5?
added the
Oh,
plus
okay,
1.
got it. So you need a 4. Successfully passed.
Yep.
So the ball goes right to Boar, and you gain a momentum point for that.
Where do I track that?
Not on there.
Oh, okay.
I got it.
You can kick that far.
He was able to because he has super shot.
Oh.
So my turn is now over.
He's
So
a pretty good kicker.
Back base.
Front of the base.
Front of the base.
Charged wouldn't, or run, excuse me, it wouldn't get you close enough, but it would get you closer for the next round. Wanted to go 3.
that's fine.
Not
there.
even 3. There you go. Perfect.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So you moved him over from momentum?
With spending his
I used
momentum
my
point
point.
that he got from the pass.
Okay.
What other actions gain momentums?
Damage, playbook damage results. Passing.
So did he get momentum for catching my guys on fire?
No. He didn't. It wasn't a momentum.
This guy is, gosh, Graves?
Nope.
No.
That is
Must be
Gast.
Gast, yeah. All right, I'm gonna move him up 4 inches. Nope. Might as well go all the way, move 7, I guess.
So to answer Ryan your question, you're scoring a goal, you get a momentum point, you pass the ball, you gain a momentum point. That has target friendly model. Or when you take down another model, you gain a momentum point, and playbook damage results. So you can use momentum to be able to counterattack, take defensive stance, snapshots, pass and move, or scoring a goal.
1 to move. Okay, so can I use fear any? It looks like it didn't have to be in any range, right? First time each turn, an enemy model spends influence on an attack, charge, or character play that targets this model. The enemy model must spend 1 additional influence.
Correct.
So I can do it.
If someone charges him or attacks him.
Time this model is damaged by an enemy model each turn. Oh, that's no matter what, right?
What's it say?
Do I have to spend influence using any of these?
Nope. The
Okay,
first
so
time
these are
this.
just traits. Okay.
We read it all the way.
No, I got it. It's fine. Doesn't matter. I have 1 influence left, so I'm trying to figure out what I want to spend it on. Is there anything to use this on? Really?
No.
Is there any reason to keep it there? Or should I just take it off when
You
he's done?
spent 1 to run, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm done.
Ryan?
Okay. I'm gonna run my captain. Run my captain. Cost pay 1. For 8 inches.
Let's run 8.
Yep. 5 to 8. Is that at the end?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That's good.
And I guess that's it. That's all.
Why does he have a little? What's this mean?
That's just
His
his
influence.
influence. My influence. So.
Oh.
Should I get rid of the influence of the guys who've played?
Sure, if you want to.
Keep track of
I
who
can't
has-
imagine why you would need the influence.
I mean, I know that they've been used. I only have 2 left to activate. I would have given it to you.
You didn't. You held on to it.
So what's his move?
6 with a boost.
There's a lock on that. Tape measures
Don't
typically.
get mouthy. Don't get mouthy. 2 inches. Am I in 2-inch range?
No,
no.
just down. So this is a 2-inch template on this side right here, and you got wiggle room, so no.
Which I'll be honest, I'm thrilled about. Absolutely thrilled about. A little nervous about what my next play was going to be now, considering what you just did, but we'll see if it still works. Who dares wins, right?
Well, I'm just very sad I can't attack you. I don't think I got anything either. None of those guys have influence. Can't do that. 8-inch range. Target model may make a jog, make a pass, or declare an attack without spending influence. And this guy's an 8-inch range.
May make a what? What were the options?
A jog, a pass, or declare an attack. But he doesn't move, so like he's not within range.
So is he within 8 inches of the bird?
Yeah.
So you can make the bird move, and then the bird hasn't technically moved yet, and then do whatever he's going to do.
Could I make him move?
Is he within 8?
Yeah.
Yep.
Make a jog, make a pass, or declare an attack. And that guy's who again? Bone. Nope, that's Gast.
Every time he forgets his players' names, he should have to move one character
Okay,
one
so
inch back.
when can I use this ability then?
Which ability?
The character play.
So that's only when you get to 5 successes and you choose that as an option.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and move this guy. Oop, I actually move him. Huh? And I assume it's just normal movement, right?
The jog, the first one, right?
Yeah, 4.
Right. Wait, you're gonna move away from the ball?
Dude, he's trying to.
I'm trying to decide. He's
Eric-
trying to pass to that guy.
Eric is a killer.
I'm trying
Let's
to
be
decide.
clear. Eric is a killer.
So how do I gain control of the ball?
You have to get a tackle result or knock him down, and then the ball will scatter if you knock him down.
So I'm gonna move up right there. How's that?
Okay. You gotta be careful on miniatures games not to knock them.
All right.
That is your turn?
I guess, man. What a waste of influence. I didn't realize how it was gonna work. So that wasted 1. Target enemy model with at least 1 influence loses 1 influence. You don't have any of them within 8 inches of me.
That'd be good if you got the upper hand on somebody else to make them lose 1.
Now, can I keep doing these character plays?
As long as it doesn't say once per turn.
Target model may make a jog.
Does
Make
it
a
have an
pass.
X on the once per turn? OPT?
Is that S-U-S?
OPT?
It's check mark.
Is it check mark? It means it's only once per turn.
Oh, okay. I guess that's all I can do then. So I lost
Okay.
3 influence. That sucks. All right.
Alright. Come on over here, Shank.
So let me ask you a question. You were shadow-like. Hold on, before you go.
Okay.
At the start of this model's activation, it may make a 2-inch dodge. So at the beginning of your turn, you should have dodged forward 2 inches.
Oh, you can't dodge just when you're getting attacked?
At the start of this model's activation, make a 2-inch dodge. It means you just can move 2 inches, and then it doesn't. You can like, it's not a movement.
Then I could have attacked.
Right. So move your character up 2 more inches.
Whoa, what? Really?
He didn't even know that it was an ability, or else he would have charged you. He would have done that.
I was trying to attack you in the first
All
place.
right, put your influence back on there.
I think I had 3 left on him, maybe more than that. No, remember, we'll go 3.
Okay. So then,
Now I can do my
all
attack.
right. Well, here's my question. You would have made a 2-inch movement, right?
Mhm.
You spent 1 movement to run. You should have just spent a second movement to charge, or a second influence to charge him.
But then would he have been able to do the action to make this guy move?
I did spend 1
Yes.
to charge. 6 inches.
No, you spent 1 to run.
You spent 1 to run,
2 to charge.
2 to charge. So you would have spent 1
What's the
more.
difference?
You'll see. So take that out, and you're going to have charged him instead.
Okay, what's that mean?
So what's your attack?
5.
So your attack, and now you're going to be rolling 4 additional die.
Re-roll 4 additional
You're going
die?
to roll 4 additional dice.
I
You're
roll
rolling
all
9
these for
dice.
attack. Because I'm charging?
Yes. What is Ox's defense?
It's not a very good roll, really.
No, it wasn't.
3 sixes.
3.
So you got 4 successes. Okay. What's your armor?
2.
So you got 2 successes. So on Orbis, you can momentous pull twice, or push. All right, 1 damage.
1 damage.
All right, 1 damage on Ox. Okay. Now you have 2 more influence to use.
Can I attack again?
Yes. Spend another influence. Rolling 5 dice.
I don't get the charge bonus this time, huh?
You charged last time. So you got 3 successes. His armor is 2, so you got 1 success.
So I can do what?
1 damage, a momentous pull, or a momentous double pull.
The 1 damage.
Okay.
And then I'll do the last one attack.
Okay. He's doing a whopping 1, 2. Okay, his armor stopped it all. So he got a 1, 2, and a 2, and 2 4s. His armor being 2 did nothing. So a big whiff by Orvis. Orvis is not an attacker. The captain on this team is more about the manipulation and not the engagement.
Makes sense.
So I wouldn't have charged him, but
So I'm playing. One of my guys.
Are we done now?
Yes.
yeah, we're done taking things back.
Is there anything else I missed? Anything else I missed you can help me with?
Okay, so
Once you get up there and attack, charge him.
I'm working on
What's his charge range?
8. I mean, I'm within range.
Just remember, a charge has to be in a straight line.
Well, I mean, does it go through the base or not through the base?
Well, so like
Can I
you have
attack
a
the back
2-inch
of the
range,
base?
right?
Yeah.
So like literally, you can just be right here.
Okay, I'm gonna put 8 at the front.
But I would stay out of his.
Yeah.
What's his melee range? 2.
Who's that guy?
That is Gost.
2, yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't matter. And you avoid the fire. That's important. All right. So did you spend 2 to charge?
Well, I have a question about that.
Can't take the ball from him.
1 influence allows me to make a 4-inch dodge. Is that applied if he is doing that to me, or do I have to cast that now, depending on who's going to cast on me later?
What's the ability?
It's on self.
So that'd be during your turn.
Okay. So I would cast it on myself, and it would stay on me. SUS is blacked
Until
out.
the end of the turn.
Okay, so
Target enemy model. Oh, wait, where did they go? This model may make a. Oh, sustained. So no, it's just during your turn. You could basically make for 1 influence, make another 4-inch move. So you could have dodged 4 inches, then charged.
okay.
Those are the kind of things that you can do to be able to move twice,
Okay.
essentially, or get a little bit of an extra spiff.
All right. So I'm just gonna attack then, I guess.
Well,
I'll play both and do the charge.
How far did you move? 8.
8.
What's his base movement?
8. Oh,
Okay.
5. 5.
5.
Then
So
8.
you spent the 1 to move to run, so you might as well spend the other 1 to charge. Because if you spent the second 1 to do a regular attack, you're only rolling the regular attack. But if you spent the last 1 to technically have done a charge, then you'd roll +4 to your attack. What's your attack?
6.
So your base is 6. So you're rolling 4 more dice.
So should have 10.
So yep. So you're attacking Gost.
What's
So
his defense?
Gost's
3
defense
plus
is 3.
What's 3 plus mean?
Oh, sorry.
So
Spilled it.
that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 success. What's his armor?
1.
So 6 successes, Ryan.
This guy was not charged, correct? Not damaged, right?
He hasn't
No.
been hit yet, no.
Okay. So 6 successes. So that means
That doesn't flip you, does it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Okay.
6.
So
No,
essentially, you can
just
choose any playbook result.
So in my character trait, I have fear on this guy.
Mm-hmm.
First time each turn an enemy model spends influence on an attack, charge, or character play that targets this model, the enemy must spend 1 additional influence.
So put your influence back on there because we don't have 3 influence. Because when you charged them, you didn't have 3 influence to spend on the charge.
Okay, so then I'll just do the run.
Okay.
Put me the same thing, and then I'll just do the regular attack.
Well, then you gotta spend 2 into influence to do the attack, is what it says, right? Attack.
Yeah, the first time each turn an enemy model spends influence on an attack, charge, or character play that targets this model, the enemy must spend 1 additional influence.
Same result. We just need an extra influence to do anything against him.
Well, I don't have it, so. Phone keeps falling asleep.
I do enjoy this app because you can look at every single army, every single character,
This is pretty nice.
the other players. I love that.
Well. Okay, so I'm gonna pay 1. Make a 4-inch dodge.
This way. Charge this way. Go within 2 inches of him.
But I won't have 2 to charge. I could jog.
And can you jog around?
So if I pay the 1 and do 4 inches.
Right.
this way.
What's your total move? 5?
Yeah. 3, 2.
Well, if you would have angled the... You can make it. 3...
Closer to the fire.
2... Oops. No, maybe you can't.
Okay, well. Did the dodge, I guess. I'll just set it for next time. I'll run.
Okay.
You're up.
Two you guys left.
That on there, should I?
What happens when you push one enemy into another enemy?
Nothing.
Nothing. What? Isn't that cool? Not like any trample damage or anything like that?
Not that I'm aware of.
Seems lame, doesn't it? Or is it just me?
What's that?
I said it seems lame. Not any kind of damage.
As it looks like it's going to be going against me, I agree as well.
I'm double checking it now.
I don't think I can even do this though. Character plays with the cost of a trophy, meaning I have to get to 4 successes. Never mind. I can't. So this guy's got stamina. At the start of this model's activation, it may take an additional jog. That means I get to do 2 moves?
It's a jog and then jog.
Wow, I could get to that ball maybe.
What's his jog movement?
10?
5. So basically he can jog 10 inches.
So could I do a 7, the big one, and then a jog?
No, it says at the beginning of his turn.
Right.
So that's right now.
So I do the small movement, the 5. That's
right.
a jog.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can do the big one if I want to, using an action point, right? Correct?
Mm-hmm. But you're within 10, so just tackle. Just charge and tackle.
How do you charge?
A2.
2.
Okay, let's do it.
A straight line.
You're within. You can just run him up to it.
Okay, so here's where it gets a little bit tricky. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
So what is your tack?
Is it your range or you mean
What is
damage?
what is your tack?
5.
So 5 dice. You charged. You have an extra model more than him in engagement range. You get an additional die because the other guy's helping you.
Huh. Kobe
So all
Bryant
these I'm
just
rolling?
died. Kobe Bryant just died.
No way.
Died in a helicopter crash.
Oh my gosh.
Not to date the video. Sorry.
Wow. That's crazy. So I get 5 tact and then the 1 bonus.
Let's take this back.
Oh, I thought this was the pile.
You got 5 tack.
Plus
You charged.
4.
Oh, okay.
And they'll gain you that bonus.
So I had to get all these. Okay.
Yes.
This model may re-roll any number of dice during its next kick.
Did you pay that ability? Oh, during the next kick.
No,
Gotcha.
I was just reading ability, sorry. When
so.
this model moves by advancing or dodging, it may pass other models' bases. Can't end its movement overlapping another model's base. Slippery. This model gains +1 defense against parting blows that target it. That's not effective either. Okay.
What's your defense?
3.
Man, I have my dice, man.
What are you talking about?
I have just as many low rolls as I have high rolls. Actually,
you
more.
get 50-50 chance to roll a 4 up. Or a 3 up, sorry.
I want all 6 of them.
Alright, what is your armor?
0.
Alright, so 5 successes. Go to your playbook. Alright, so you don't wrap. If you had 1 more success, it'd wrap. So you get to choose any one of those results, including that.
So what's the next kick? Does that mean, is that when it kicks off? This model may re-roll any number of dice during its next kick.
Right, so anytime it would actually kick the ball.
Okay.
So essentially what you'd be able to do with like that ability is...
Could I pulse though since I got to the... Who's that guy? Can I pulse since I got to the trophy?
Could, but he has the ball. You want the ball.
Oh, the ball would go with him even if I pulsed him out.
Right. T is tackle. That means you take possession of the ball, and it's momentous, meaning you gain a momentum point.
Okay, so that would be the best move for me.
Yes.
Okay.
So a momentum point for you, and you're going to tackle the ball. Or take the ball, whatever.
Did I do any damage to him?
No. Because you took the ball from him instead.
How much damage could I have done instead?
Maximum you could have done is 2. Oh, well, here we go. You can do non-momentous, and you could pull him. I don't know why you'd want to tackle and pull. Doesn't make sense.
All right.
Or not a pull, a dodge. I don't know why I was thinking that as a pull. So okay, so what I would do instead is, instead of momentum, I would do this one right here, the T. You follow me?
Mm-hmm.
The tackle. Plus, you can make a 2-inch dodge. So you could dodge 2 inches away, not getting garnering free strikes, staying out of your AOE.
Perfect.
So if you had, so you don't get the momentum for that, but if you had momentum during this turn, like any of those other attacks, you would have generated momentum instead. You could have spent a momentum point, and if he had another one more influence, to make a shot on goal and then scored a point.
Ah. A power move right there.
Right, but
The die in a second. Okay, so that gets into my turn, correct?
yep.
All right, last player on the pitch. Okay, a jog movement is going to get me. I just have to be within 1 inch. No, to attack, right?
Whatever your melee range is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make sure I'm in an inch.
Yeah, you are.
Okay. That was my goal. So if I didn't get there, I need to make sure. Okay,
Right.
I'm good. All right, she'll attack.
What's your attack?
4, I believe.
What's
So this guy's got some bonus. Slippery. When this model gets +1 defense against parting blows that target it. This isn't a parting blow.
right? And dodges don't gain or garner party blows.
Defense is 5+ on this guy.
5 up. What's his armor?
0.
Okay, so you got 1 success with the dog.
I can do 1 damage.
Momentous.
Well, it's red. What does that mean?
Momentous.
Yeah.
So you had a momentum point. Okay, and that was your influence, right, for this.
He has no defense, so he takes 1 damage, correct?
Yeah.
How do I take damage?
So go back to your other screen.
Like that one?
No, it's all. Go down by 1. Get your first damage.
Mm-hmm. My turn?
Yep.
Okay, so Dirge can move 10.
How do I make speaking of parting blow, how do we make parting blows?
So let's say he was going to move Bonesaw, right? And he moved through him. Anytime he leaves his melee range, not his, then he gets a parting blow.
Okay.
What's the charge do for me again?
It gives you +4 attack
+4
across 2
damage.
influence.
How
I
much?
don't think your bird was in range to do a charge.
He's got a 10 range.
Yeah, but he was all the way back here. Who's he going to charge? Here?
Well, no, I didn't know if I could like charge up to the wall. You have to charge an enemy, I guess. Okay, makes sense. Okay, so I moved a regular movement.
A regular or a flight?
That was the +1,
Influence.
the 10 one. Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have many abilities here.
No, the mascots typically don't. They're more support for specific characters.
His range is 1. I can't really do anything. Wasting influence on the dang bird. All right.
Okay, is that it? That's everybody.
Round 2.
Okay, so how do I get a momentum point?
Like playback damage results, taking out an enemy model, passing the ball.
Okay. Sucks.
I guess to further answer your question, you can kick without momentum, you just can't shoot on goal without momentum.
Yeah, you can pass the ball without momentum.
How about if I kick towards the goal? Can I still score if it rolls in?
Try again?
Can I kick towards the goal?
No, it'll bounce off essentially.
Oh,
It'll
okay.
just stop here.
Like hits the pole.
Okay, yeah.
Can I charge with the ball and attack something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can do. You just because you have the ball doesn't mean you still do everything before.
And it costs how much to pass? 1?
1 influence.
How much does it cost to charge? 2?
Mm-hmm. All right, you're up, brother.
Alright, I'm gonna charge your dog.
Okay.
So I spend 2, right? To charge
Going to
him.
charge my dog.
And what happens? That's gassed or bone saw? Bone saw.
A little bit of wiggle room.
That's cool. I was really hoping you were going to charge towards the goal.
Okay, so what happens?
Roll
So what's your
his
attack?
attack +4.
Okay, so hold on, some question on my bird guy. He has a thing called singled out. Oh, it cost. What's GB mean?
Guild ball point.
Oh, okay. So I can't do that then, right?
You have to have so many successes to claim it there. If there's no other way to pay for it.
Okay, so you can't do that.
Am I right?
Yep.
All right.
Okay. Can I also use tag along once per turn after a friendly model ends in advance that causes it to leave? It causes it to leave this model's melee zone. This model may immediately take a jog directly towards that model.
So before you moved, were you in its
I don't
melee
think it was
zone?
no.
No.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's do it.
He's
So-
probably a negative, maybe. No, he wouldn't. Check that.
This is Bonesaw. His attack is a 5.
Okay, so 5
And
dice.
it's a charge. So I get 4 more.
So 5, and then plus 4. Defense
4 plus.
on the dog.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what's his arm?
1.
4 damage for 4 successes.
2, 3. So that's the cup.
You could choose anything but the last one.
So I could do the cup. I could pulse him for 3 inches. Enemy models within this pulse suffer a 4-inch push directly away from this model. So that would probably hit him too, right?
How,
3 inches.
What's the
3-inch pulse. Enemies within a 4-inch push. Sorry, within a 3-inch suffer a 4-inch push.
Yes, that's 3 inches away.
Okay.
3 inches away.
All right, let's do that.
So then a push.
The first time each turn this model suffers damage from an enemy attack or play, other friendly models gain 1 attack for the remainder of this turn. Is that right?
Right, but it's not damage.
Or play. Damage
What's that?
or play. I assume that's a play.
Percentage suffers damage from an enemy attack or play. But he's not suffering damage.
But it's an or, not and.
Right, but it suffers damage from an enemy attack or play. So if it was a play that suffered damage or an attack that causes damage.
Oh, I was reading it as damage from an attack or play.
So you can push them in any direction?
No, it's directly away from this model.
Oh, okay. So what is the distance?
4-inch push directly away
4
from
inches?
the model. Yes.
All right, we need to tape measure. So it'd be 4 inches this way.
Hold on.
I mean, how? Yeah.
That's the front. To the front.
Okay, got it. And then this one can't really go anywhere because you're being pushed right into the gap. Well, directly away would intercede with that model. That's directly away.
Okay.
You're not in his melee range anyway. So what does that get you though? What's black filled in mean?
What?
What does the black filled in mean? If it's colored in, what does that mean? Do you know? Do you remember?
No.
You gain a momentum.
Oh,
So what do you need with a momentum? What do you need to do?
to kick.
Okay.
So can I kick now?
Yep. What's
Okay.
your range?
8. Well, it says 3, 8. What's that mean?
Okay.
That
Roll
says
3 die, goes 8 inches.
Okay.
Okay. So you're going to target the goal, right?
Right.
Is that 8 inches away? Yeah, it has to be. We're good.
What do I need?
4. Hey, you got it. Goal!
Victory!
So you get four victory points.
So you spent your momentum for that,
Okay.
to do that. You gain 4 victory points. Okay? So go to your score. Increase it by 4.
All right.
All right, so when you score a goal, you didn't roll 2 6s, did you? You rolled 2 5s, right?
Thanks.
All right, so you gain a momentum point for scoring a goal.
All my guys or anybody?
That's just
It's
it's
for
like
your
your
team.
global.
Oh, okay.
And then you may spend the momentum point to there's one, run the length. You may immediately make a 4-inch dodge if you wanted to.
So
But you had to
do we just
spend this.
restart with the ball where it is?
The guys don't reset?
Nope, keep going. So do you want to make a 4-inch dodge?
So where's the ball going to go, though? Hold on.
It depends on where Ryan wants to put the ball.
Does he get, like, to move a guy back to kick it, or does he have to get a guy back there
You'll see.
to get to it?
So let's just say you're not going to. Probably best if you don't.
Okay.
Okay, you still have an influence. Do you want to use it?
So... No, he's got a 1-inch melee, too far. He's already pulsed. No, I think it's done.
Okay, so that's it, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now, Ryan, you are going to throw the ball in. Your fans are essentially going to throw the ball in within 10 inches of the goalpost.
Within 10 inches of here, not
Right.
here.
Right.
And how? So they throw it anywhere within 10 inches. Does it scatter and roll?
It will, yeah. With the kick scatter.
Well, knowing that, can I go ahead and dodge?
Before he decides,
Well,
you spend your momentum doing that.
Go ahead.
No, it's fine.
Go for it.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
You sure?
Yeah. We're good. I got my guy back here. Can he toss the ball over my character? Or does it have to be? Or does it have to be around him?
No. So basically what happens on a goal kick, which is what this is right here, he's going to throw the ball in, and it's not technically it's being thrown in.
So it
it's
goes
not
over.
being
Okay.
streamlined.
Okay. Then yeah, I don't.
And you can do the same thing. You can kick over other players. It's just harder to do.
Okay.
So it's direct. The middle line is directly straight. Yep, perfect. And then you're going to roll direction, and you're going to roll distance.
Oh, I guess I'm gonna do one, then the other. Sorry.
Direction, 3.
Three.
Distance,
Three.
3 inches to the 3. So the 3 is actually this line, right there.
Oh. I assumed it was straight. My bad.
It's actually better for you.
It is.
I don't know if that's an inch. No, not quite.
Oops, I knocked him out a little bit.
No. Can she
Okay.
grab out on a run pass?
Your turn.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so she goes. Brisket can run 6 inches, so she's gonna run past the ball 6 inches this direction. And she's gonna pay 1 influence. Okay, a super shot. Can that be used on score? And then
Yep.
plus my other thing?
Your momentum.
Yeah.
So the distance to the goal is what?
How did you get a momentum?
I got it at
Because
the end of the round.
Because you had the hold on.
Got it? Oh, okay.
Nope. That is a 10.5 inches right there. Did you run? Get
Uh,
up here?
I did my 6 inches, yes.
Was that a run or just a jog?
That was a jog because I wanted my influence to put, because I can actually kick 10 inches, right? Because I got plus 2 inches, plus 1 to kick. Because I bought the super shot. Am I doing this right? So kick is normally 3/8. I paid my 1, which is all I had there, to do the super shot.
Right.
So she's going to actually kick it 10 inches that direction with 4 dice.
Yeah, but you had 2 influence at the beginning of the round.
I only had 1.
Oh, you only gave her 1?
Yeah.
Oh, darn it.
Well, I mean, all I wanted to be able to do is use that super kick with her anyway. So
You're doing it right, but it basically the ball will hit here, and even if it bounces, it's gonna bounce off. It's gonna stop the goalpost and stop right there.
oh, it doesn't.
It
doesn't
won't roll in.
Oh.
You have to take a shot on goal.
Okay.
And if you need to take that back, go ahead.
I'm just trying to debate on where I would go instead.
She was an inch. Oops.
She's just a little bit over an inch away because you couldn't quite get it. Yeah.
No, right there. Or something like that.
Okay. I think that's still the plan. I just think I have to do it differently than what I was doing.
Did that pulse from Goss? Did that or Bone Solid mean? Did that do any damage? Does that pulse just pushes him?
Yeah, just push.
Do you have to be so far back to charge?
Not that I know of.
So I could I have Ox charge him?
Find out. I want to say it wasn't. I want to say it was something like you can't be currently in melee.
Oh, that that would make sense. That's why. Okay. Well, Okay, so I'm still gonna. I'm gonna go back to moving her. All right. Kind of more this direction. Grab the ball. Pay the super kick. That's what I'm going to try to do. So
Right.
roll 4 die.
Okay.
Got a
You got it.
success. And is that it? Is that all it does? Just land? Now it's got a scatter.
It's got a
sitting
scatter.
around.
Yep. It'll be directly away. You get to re-roll it.
Is that good?
Okay.
Come on, 5 or 6.
So direction.
Oh, damn it!
Direction. 6.
Which one's 6?
This
The one
one.
pointing directly at my guy?
Yep. Well,
Pretty
kind
much.
of. It's gonna go between you guys, you know. So yeah.
Okay.
Then what's the range? So I use 6 inches.
Hey. Got some spin on it.
Right.
Spending it like Beckham.
Somehow it went right into his hand almost.
Hey, all right. That's crazy.
Do I get a momentum point for that?
No,
It's a completed pass.
but not to another character.
That was all orchestrated.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it was. It was skill right there, not luck of the die.
I thought it was pretty good.
But the problem is you have no momentum.
It's alright. I'm going to have to kill this dude.
Wait, did you spend your momentum? You
No. I was going to spend it. And
to
then I
make a
couldn't.
shot on goal, but
Yeah.
you couldn't.
So I
Yeah,
do have
okay, so you have
momentum.
okay. That's important.
Okay, Eric. We put ourselves on like a chess clock timer.
But funny enough, Ryan,
Yeah?
the game has one.
Oh, really?
The app has one. I should
That'd
say.
be a fun way to play it, just because in 45 minutes it's up, whoever gets the most point wins, right?
45 minutes per player.
All right, so if I spend 2 to charge. So, question on my character plays when it just has
you
a.
can't charge.
You're in melee combat.
You're in melee combat already.
Oh.
You have to be unengaged to charge.
Oh, okay. So when it has a cost of just 1 here,
Yes.
I can do it just for 1 influence.
Yes.
How many times I've sat here and put my iPhone code in my phone on camera at least a dozen times, which I will now be changing. Had the same code for like 5 years.
Oh, man.
I'm sure someone, I've done the same thing, but I'm sure someone's not going to get, who watches the video is going to get a hold of our phones, Ryan.
Well, you never know.
This is tough.
Now, just talking out loud. If things would end up remaining the way that they are right now, probably run forward, shoot.
If I don't know his shot, if he can kick that far.
I don't know either, to be honest.
Okay, I'm gonna play shutout
He's got to kick a 6.
and spend 1 on this guy. It says it's an 8-inch ring, so we're within 8 inches, right? I can do this even though I'm.
Yeah.
If target model enemy hasn't activated this turn, it must be the last model to activate for that enemy's team and target him.
Okay, so what's the cost?
1.
Okay, so roll a die. What's your defense?
Oh, I have to
That guy
hit.
plus
I have
4.
to hit for this to go off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh. No.
What is it?
plus 4.
4. Ah,
You got it.
You got it. All right. So what's that ability called?
Shutout.
So you have a token there called shutout.
Right here.
Yep. There you go.
Can I tackle my own player?
During his activation, he can, and he's not engaged. He can freely just give up the ball, give up possession.
All right, I'm going to.
Okay, so I'm not going to make that move anymore, obviously.
I'm going to attack this guy,
Okay.
One. There you go.
and
What's
I
your
get
attack?
5.
Okay. Defense of
4.
There we go. I'm rolling better.
4 hits, armor of
1.
3 hits. What's your choice? 3.
During an attack from this. No, okay.
So what's this mean? Nothing. Just
So that's a dodge. The less than arrow is a dodge, not a pull. I said pull earlier.
so I could what? I dodge
Dodge.
myself into the ball.
You can dodge an inch away. This ball is not technically there. It's just technically on this guy has possession.
I just want to do damage. I think then, unless there's something better I can do besides dodge.
Because you're attacking this guy anyway, so they're already burning. So I mean, so just 2 momentous damage would be pretty good.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. You could always you could always dodge an inch this way and get an inch closer. Attack again. Try to get an inch closer. If you get another success like that, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I mean,
He's only got 1 more influence.
yeah.
And I'm just gonna attack again.
So
just doing damage.
You're just doing damage. So 2 damage. Momentous. No, I'm just saying. Sorry.
I get 5 again, right?
So 2 momentous, and you already had 1, right?
Yeah.
So you have 3 momentum.
4.
What was it? He was a 4 up.
4
All right.
minus
So
1.
3 successes again. 2 more momentous damage.
Yep.
So that's 4 momentum.
And what's your guys' health at now?
You know where you can find out.
I haven't taken. Well, I got to take 2 more now.
Yeah.
6.
Remember, you want to see his characters?
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I remember you saying it now, but I forgot.
Just like you did.
What is that guy?
Before.
What's that guy's name again?
Boiler.
Boiler.
Yeah, I'm
I
done.
have a hard time remembering that butcher's, whatever reason.
I'm done.
Alright, I guess I'm just gonna fight that guy.
Okay.
During its activation phase, if this model damages an enemy model with an attack, this model may make an additional attack without spending influence.
So basically a free attack every turn.
When I'm,
If you cause damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna use.
What
I
influence?
can only use 1 at a time.
Yep.
1 influence. I'm gonna roll 8 die.
8?
TAC 8, baby.
Dang, son. Imagine him charging. That's 12 dice.
I was hoping to get free, but I can't break free, can I?
What's your defense on
3+.
Gast? What's his armor?
1.
So 4 successes.
4 successes.
So this guy's the one with fear, though. First time each enemy model spends influence on an attack, they have to spend an additional influence.
Okay, I did.
But remember, if you cause damage, you get a free attack.
Right. So I caused damage.
How
Paid
much?
2 influence. How much damage?
Well, how much damage are you doing? You got to pick a result that does
Yeah,
damage.
yeah.
Okay.
What's MP?
I'm debating on whether or not I want to take influence from him, or if I want to.
What do I use those for?
What's KD stand for?
Knockdown.
And what does that do?
It literally knocks down the model.
Can he? Does he have to spend action to pick himself up? How does that work?
Man.
Sorry.
No, that's a good question. Like I said, it's been a long time since I played, so I don't remember.
Because I can concuss him, and just take 1 of his influence off of him, so he can't do as much what he wants to do during his activation, which is why I used him this time.
The target model suffers the knockdown condition. If the target model is already suffering the knockdown condition, this effect is invalid and therefore may not be chosen as part of a result of additional valid effects. So if you want, you can knock down the person that has the ball. That you don't necessarily gain position. It scatters using this template, right? But it would knock them down. They would drop the ball. If they are knocked down, I really would love to have this rulebook. This is like the 4th iteration of this rulebook, and they still, in my opinion, don't have it intuitive.
Just trying to determine if it allows you to get free or not.
Loses possession of the ball, cannot be past the ball, does not block line of sight, cannot engage enemy models, cannot make attacks, character plays, or advance, suffers -1 defense, and model may forfeit its standard advance to remove this condition. So you have to spend your movement to get up.
Okay, so does that free me up?
Yeah, cannot engage enemy models. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna knock him down.
Okay, hold on. Now I got a token for that.
Okay. Now this guy also has life drinker, so that means he regains a hit point.
Anytime he does damage.
Yeah. I gave him a hit point back.
So you're knocked down, Eric.
Okay,
So I gain, anytime I take damage, I gain
So you
2.
chose the knockdown condition?
I did.
Okay.
Because he can't attack me back now, right?
Right.
So I'm no longer in melee combat with him?
Right, but you have no influence to use.
But every time I do damage, I can get a free attack.
But you didn't do damage. You knocked him down.
Gosh dang it.
Damage is the numbers, not the conditions.
Okay, then he's not knocked down.
Okay.
Forget it.
Okay.
You take 3 damage.
3 damage.
And I'm going to attack him again.
Okay.
No. It costs you 2 action points.
No, it
It
doesn't.
doesn't. It says free.
He gets 1 for free.
Even though my thing says whenever I'm attacked, it costs him extra?
So
The first time an enemy model spends influence on an attack, charge,
He
or
did.
play,
he did that.
this model
he
must
spends
spend 1
2.
additional influence.
He did. He spent 2.
Okay, I also have Rising Anger. The first time this model is damaged by an enemy, the friendly team gains 2 MP.
So you gain 2 momentum points for him taking.
What can I use
damage.
momentum points for? Just for kicking?
I'll go over that here in a second.
Okay.
More stuff too.
Now,
So
do
he
I
didn't
get
charge
the-
or anything.
No, I don't.
So you get your free
I
attack.
get
now.
momentum because it's filled in, right?
Yes, you get 3 a momentous points. Okay.
Okay.
So you're
free
10
again.
dice.
I took 3 damage on that guy.
Yes.
And that's gassed, right?
What's his defense?
3.
Yes.
Armor of
1.
1.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage this time, or 6 playbook results.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Still didn't wrap.
So the 4 in the.
So you get to do both. Not only 4 damage, but you also get to
Okay.
do your concussion,
So
which does what?
takes one of his influence away.
Okay, so,
So
4 damage.
I'd like to use one of my momentous to take his fire out. Can I do that?
Mm-hmm.
And I get life drinker because it's damage again, so he gets 1 hit point back. You're
Anytime you deal damage.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. How much health does Gost have left?
He's back up to
14.
19.
14 of mine.
Oh, Gost? I don't know about him. Oh, I guess I could have looked. Yeah.
You just took 7 damage, and you're at 14.
He was at 21 to start off.
Nice. So he's not knocked down, though.
No.
Okay.
Because in my mind, because I didn't understand that. I thought I could knock him down and then charge this guy.
If you had enough influence, yes.
Right, but I didn't. Because I had to pay the 2 to do him. I didn't have enough influence on one in the first place.
Right.
But
So
2 attacks.
Okay,
are
so
fine.
explain to me. I have a whole bunch of these. What can I do with all these?
Okay, spend a momentum. You can bonus time. You can add +1 die to a roll, once per roll. You can glide, which is ignored rough terrain, run it doing terrain. You can shot on goal, which means you can spend an influence and a momentum to make a shot on goal. You can rest. You spend a momentum point for the character you're activating to either recover 4 health or remove all conditions. You can encourage, which is a friendly model with 8 inches, recovers 4 HP or removes all conditions, but that costs 2 momentum points. You can use your heroic play if you have one for 1 momentum point. For reactions with momentum points, when you're being charged, when you're being attacked, you can spend a momentum point to counterattack. That means you would immediately attack after an attack is resolved. If you're being charged, you can spend a momentum point to add +1 to your defense. You can run the length, which is after you score a goal, you can spend a momentum point to make a 4-inch dodge. You can spend a momentum point to pass and move. After a successful pass, either the kicker or the receiver may make a 4-inch dodge for 1 momentum point. And you can snapshot. So essentially for 2 momentum points, you can receive a ball from a kick and then immediately make a shot on the goal, but you need a 6 to be able to hit the goal.
I can't use it any way to get the ball from him now.
No. However, you can spend one of your 6 momentum points to counterattack with Gast on the board.
Does it have to be that one, or can I target this guy to target him?
He attacked you.
Okay.
How is this guy going to counterattack? This guy is the one that attacked you. He's spending it to counterattack.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay, so go ahead and counterattack. What's your attack?
And that is Gast. He is a 6.
So 6 attack. So because if you were knocked down, you would not be able to counterattack.
Here's mine.
Defense of,
A 3.
armor of,
None.
3 successes.
So, does that give me anything?
You can knock him down. You can push him 2 inches. You can deal 2 damage and knock him down, or you can deal 1 damage.
Still 2 damage and knock him down.
All right, so 2 damage on Boar and knock down.
Does he have to do anything to get back up, or does he get back up at the end of the next turn?
Yes, instead of his movement, he has to use that to get up.
Okay. So, push him and knock him down, or just knock him down?
Just 2 damage and
Okay, you did. Okay, we're done.
And then 2 damage.
I already took it.
But I know, I'm just saying. All momentous. All right.
Okay, and to use singled out,
What's that?
what do I have to do to use singled out?
You have to get a playbook damage result when you do an attack.
Just one hit?
Right.
Okay, so I'll move him up here.
What's his attack?
3.
The 3 attack. You are
+1.
Actually,
+1 because being ganged up on.
I have an 8-inch move, so I'm gonna actually move right there.
Okay. Now your other Now your other thing is because he's knocked down. What's your defense? 3.
3.
His defense is now 2.
Oh, perfect.
Oh wait, hold on. You need to roll 1 more die. I'll give you another one. It's right there.
Oh, sorry.
So you hit him for 4.
Oh.
So you get to choose. Check us out. You get to 1, 2, 3, 4. You get to choose any one, and then you get to choose one from that column. In that first column.
Okay, so the first column, what's the tackle again? We don't
take the ball.
take the ball. Oh, shoot. That would have been nice on that guy. Okay. So I just want to do more damage then, right?
So what does that do?
Singled out. Friendly model gets +2 attack when attacking enemy target.
Okay, so put your singled out target on him.
Okay.
And it's momentous, so you get a momentum point. Oh. Okay.
Oh, is that right?
Friendly models or friendly model?
Well, attacking target enemy model.
Okay.
Friendly
gotcha.
models gain +2. I guess I'm singling him out though, right?
Right,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay.
So then you have so like that was your 1, right? So because remember you have four successes. It goes 1, 2, 3. There's no 4th column, right? So it wraps. So the first round you get to pick any of the 5. The second round you get to pick something else. The first column. So your wrap obviously picked the guild ball result. So if your first way through, what do you want it to do?
I can't take the ball, and this is just push and move, right?
That's dodge. So you get to dodge 2 inches if you wanted to. So you can get out of his melee range so he can't attack you back. But you have 1 more influence to be able to attack him again, right?
Yeah.
So
Let's just attack him again.
Okay.
Can I just deal damage to him? With my extra
yeah,
1?
1.
Okay.
So 1 damage on board. So hold on. What's your attack?
3.
Okay, so +1.
Does he get a bonus
And
for
then-
him being there?
What does it say? What does single die do?
Friendly model gets +2 attack when attacking target enemy model.
Friendly models, including yourself.
Okay.
So
All hits.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you get to choose any one of them twice.
This extra damage if I can.
So just 2 damage.
I mean, that's the best thing to do, right? There's nothing else to do.
Yeah, the dirges. I mean, is there any abilities on this side?
Flying, dark doubts. When this model suffers, no, it's not suffering anything. Once per turn, a friendly model ends in advance that causes it to leave this model's melee space. The model may immediately make a draw directly towards the model. So,
Right.
So how much damage?
You took 2. You got it. Okay, Ryan.
You want to end? Is that what you're doing?
I'm gonna have to get going here soon. It's 4 o'clock.
Okay. All right, so I win with 1 goal.
Congratulations.
Good game.
So everybody, we are going to call this game. It's getting a little bit late. We do have jobs and lives, but also several passions, including board gaming. So check us out on a whole bunch of other awesome board game videos. We're working on playing through pandemic right now. We're slowly getting through that. We should have another video for you in the next couple weeks, so stay tuned for more of that stuff. We have a lot of other content, including some podcasts, some written reviews on our website, Mature Minded Gamers. Definitely check us out. We'd love to have you join us, and stay tuned for more board gaming videos from us.
Bye, everybody.
See ya.
Goodbye.